Imagine waking up one morning, opening your banking app, and seeing a number that quietly rewires your entire relationship with money. Not a lottery win, not an inheritance, not some unrealistic startup exit, just a simple number: $100,000. It doesn't buy a house in most American cities. It doesn't guarantee freedom. It doesn't instantly change your lifestyle. Yet somehow, it changes everything. Because $100,000 isn't about buying power. It's about financial physics. Before $100,000, money feels slow, heavy, unresponsive. You save, you cut back, you try to invest consistently, but the growth is microscopic. You feel like you're pushing a stubborn boulder uphill with your bare hands. But the moment you cross that six-figure line, the game flips. Your money starts pushing you. Compound growth stops whispering and starts speaking in a voice you can actually hear. And for the first time, the effort you put in doesn't vanish. It multiplies. Today, you're going to understand exactly why everything accelerates after $100,000. And more importantly, how to reach that number faster, no matter your income, background, or starting point. Before you reach $100,000, nothing feels like it's working. You save a little one month, and life takes it the next. You try to be responsible, but your account barely moves. It feels like every step forward comes with two steps back. For most Americans, this stage is not about money. It's about exhaustion. Rising rent hits you. Groceries go up again. Gas prices spike. A surprise medical bill wipes out weeks of discipline. And in the middle of all that chaos, you're trying to build wealth. It feels impossible. Because the truth is simple. Your money is still too small to echo. A 10% return on a few $1,000s barely makes a sound. You work hard, but the numbers don't reflect it yet. You invest a little, but the growth is invisible. And invisible progress doesn't motivate anyone. This is the part no one prepares you for. The first $100,000 is not a financial challenge. It's an emotional endurance test. It's a season where everything feels unfair. You do the right things. You make sacrifices. You cut spending. You stay consistent. And still, nothing seems to change. But this slow, painful stage has a purpose. Before $100,000, you're not building wealth. You're building habits. You're building discipline. You're building the identity of someone who can actually reach $100,000, and once you push through this phase, the journey starts to bend in your favor. Progress becomes visible. Motivation becomes natural. And the entire game begins to shift. Most people think they're failing in the beginning, but they're not. They're just fighting the math of small numbers. Here's the part no one explains clearly. Before $100,000, your money doesn't have the strength to help you. It's too light. It's too weak. It can't generate momentum yet. A 5% return on $4,000 is $200. A 10% return on $6,500 is $650. A full year of effort gets erased by a single car repair. That's why the early journey feels hopeless. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because the math is still against you. Think of it like trying to move a parked truck. The first push doesn't move it. The second push barely shakes it. You're sweating, pushing with everything you have. And the truck is just sitting there. That's your money before $100,000. You're pushing. You're doing the right things. But the weight isn't working with you yet. This is why so many Americans quit early. They believe they lack discipline. They believe they lack intelligence. They believe wealth is not for people like them. But the truth is simple. They quit right before the math was about to help them. Small amounts grow painfully slow. Middle amounts grow noticeably. Large amounts grow aggressively. And $100,000 is the moment the curve finally bends. It's the moment the truck starts rolling. It's the moment your dollars stop being passengers and start becoming workers. Your job in the early years is not to feel progress. Your job is to stack enough principal for the math to finally step in. Because once the math joins the fight, everything accelerates. Everything becomes lighter, and everything becomes faster. There is a point in your financial life where everything suddenly feels different. A point where saving no longer feels pointless. A point where investing no longer feels slow. A point where the math finally steps out of the shadows. That point is the moment your money becomes heavy enough to matter, heavy enough to push back, heavy enough to grow without you touching it. This is the moment the curve breaks. And it happens much earlier than people think. It happens somewhere between $50,000 and $100,000. But it becomes undeniable at $100,000. Imagine rolling a snowball across your yard. At first, it barely grabs any snow. It stays small. It stays fragile. It melts faster than it grows. But once it reaches a certain size, everything flips. Every inch adds more weight. Every push adds more surface area. And every new layer sticks effortlessly. Your money behaves the same way. Small balances resist growth. Medium balances respond slowly. But six-figure balances accelerate with force. At $100,000, a 10% return gives you $10,000. That's more than many Americans save in an entire year. And it happens with the same effort you had at $10,000. Nothing changed about you, but everything changed about your money. This shift is why so many people suddenly take off financially after $100,000. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's leverage meeting time. And this moment becomes even more powerful when you realize something deeper. The snowball is no longer just rolling downhill. It's pulling you with it. This is the phase where wealth stops feeling like resistance and starts feeling like momentum. Most people think wealth starts growing only when they can finally feel it. But that's not how the system works. Wealth starts growing long before it becomes visible. There is a period where your money is quietly building traction. It's stacking, it's compounding, it's forming a base you can't see yet. This is the invisible snowball stage. It's the moment where your effort matters far more than your results. It's the period where the small wins don't look like wins at all. Every time you skip a $30 impulse purchase, every time you add $50 to your Roth IRA, every time you say no to lifestyle upgrades, every time you choose discipline over convenience, those choices don't look powerful in the moment, but they are quietly changing the trajectory of your life. Think of an ice cube sitting at 25 degrees Fahrenheit. You can heat the room to 26 degrees. Nothing happens. 27 degrees? Nothing. 28 degrees? Still nothing. But the moment the temperature hits 32 degrees, everything melts at once. The change looks sudden, but the work happened long before the first drop of water appeared. Your finances behave the same way. You grind for months or years without seeing progress. You feel stuck. You feel behind. You feel like you're doing all the right things and getting nothing in return. But behind the scenes, the invisible snowball is forming. Your habits are solidifying. Your discipline is compounding. Your systems are getting stronger. And once the snowball reaches the threshold, once your money becomes heavy enough, once the math finally clicks, the growth looks instant. But it wasn't instant. It was invisible. This is why people say the journey gets easier after $100,000. It's because they finally cross the temperature where the ice melts. They finally reach the size where the snowball sticks, and once it sticks, everything accelerates. Once you understand the invisible snowball, the next question becomes clear. How do you actually speed up the journey? How do you reach $100,000 faster without relying on luck or a massive paycheck? You do it by pulling three levers: attack, defense, efficiency. These are the levers that build your foundation, and they matter more in America today than ever before. Let's start with attack. Attack is your ability to earn more, because you can't save what you don't earn. If your income is stuck, your progress will be stuck too. In the US, income is your engine. Ask for a raise, switch companies if they won't give one. Pick up freelance work after hours. Learn skills that pay premium rates: editing, coding, design, writing, tutoring. Even a temporary side hustle can accelerate your timeline by months. Think of income like water pressure. The stronger the pressure, the faster your bucket fills. Now, let's talk about defense. Defense is protecting your money from slipping away. Because what's the point of earning more if it leaks right back out? This doesn't mean living like a monk. It means cutting the fat, not the joy. Choose a used car instead of a shiny new one. Cut the subscriptions you forgot you had. Cook at home a few nights a week. Track your spending so you know where the leaks are. Defense is like patching holes in a boat. If you don't fix them, it doesn't matter how fast you row. Finally, efficiency. This is the lever most people ignore. Efficiency is making your money work smarter, not harder. Use tax-advantaged accounts. Max your 401k match. Open a Roth IRA. Use a high-yield savings account instead of a checking account that pays nothing. Avoid high-fee investments that quietly drain your wealth. A 1% fee sounds small, but over 30 years, it can steal six figures from the average American investor. Efficiency is where your systems finally take over, where automation protects you from bad days, where time multiplies every decision. Put these three levers together, and the climb to $100,000 becomes dramatically faster. You earn more, you keep more, and your money starts compounding with purpose. This is the blueprint the wealthy follow, long before they become wealthy. And once these three levers are in motion, the entire game changes. Once you reach $100,000, something shifts in a way most people don't expect. Your money stops behaving like money and starts behaving like a machine. This is the moment compounding finally becomes visible, not theoretical, not abstract, visible. A 10% return on $10,000 gives you $1,000. A 10% return on $100,000 gives you $10,000. Same effort, same strategy, 10 times the result. This is the point where the math begins to feel unfair, but in your favor. Your money is no longer just sitting there. It's producing income. It's generating momentum. It's doing work you used to do yourself. And suddenly, the timeline changes. The first $100,000 may take years. The second $100,000 takes far less time. The third arrives even faster. Momentum compounds just as much as money does. Think of it like pedaling a bike up a steep hill. At the bottom, every push is torture. Halfway, your legs burn with every pedal. But once you reach the top and start going down, you barely have to pedal at all. That downhill moment is what $100,000 feels like. Gravity shifts from working against you to working for you. Once the snowball is large enough, it starts pulling in more snow on its own. Every dollar earns more than the last. Every month feels lighter than the previous one, and the growth begins to look exponential. This is the phase most people never experience, not because they can't, but because they give up during the silent years. They quit at $8,000. They quit at $17,000. They quit at $42,000. All because the growth was too quiet to feel real. But for those who stay long enough, for those who reach six figures, for those who survive the invisible years, everything accelerates. This is the moment when your wealth curve bends upward. This is the moment when your money becomes a second income. This is the moment when opportunities expand instead of shrink. And this is only the beginning of the transformation. Hitting $100,000 doesn't just change your finances, it changes you. Most people never talk about this part. They only focus on the math. But the mindset shift is just as powerful as the compounding. Before $100,000, every dollar feels fragile. You feel like one mistake can erase months of progress. You feel like you're always starting over. You feel like money is something you chase. But once you cross six figures, something flips. You stop chasing money. You start directing it. A $50 impulse purchase no longer looks small. It looks like future growth you're giving up. A $200 upgrade no longer feels exciting. It feels like disruption to your momentum. You start thinking differently, more intentionally, more strategically, more like someone who is building wealth, not someone hoping for it. This is the moment your identity changes. You no longer see yourself as trying to get ahead. You see yourself as someone who builds wealth by design. Your decisions sharpen, your priorities shift, your patience deepens, and you begin to understand a truth that most Americans never reach. Wealth isn't built with big swings. Wealth is built with quiet consistency. When you reach $100,000, you feel that truth in your bones. You stop asking, how fast can I get rich? You start asking, how can I stay consistent for the next 10 years? This shift is massive because once your identity changes, your behavior changes automatically. You no longer rely on motivation. You rely on systems. You rely on discipline. You rely on long-term thinking. This is the phase where wealth becomes predictable. This is where the journey stops feeling chaotic This is where you finally feel in control, and the psychological transformation sets the stage for something even bigger, a system that runs whether you feel motivated or not. After $100,000, motivation becomes optional, because at this stage, your system matters more than your energy, more than your mood, more than your willpower. This is the turning point most people never reach. They spend years relying on motivation. But wealthy people rely on systems. A system removes friction. A system protects you from bad days. A system keeps you consistent when life gets messy. Here's what that looks like in real life. Your savings happen automatically. Your investment contributions happen automatically. Your debt payments happen automatically. Your financial decisions stop depending on how you feel today. This is the moment where effort becomes irrelevant, because the system executes even when you're tired, even when you're stressed, even when you're distracted. Think of it like setting up autopilot on a plane. You still guide the direction, but the system handles the heavy lifting. Most Americans never reach this point, not because they can't, but because they try to rely on motivation forever. Motivation is fragile. Motivation dies on stressful weeks. Motivation disappears during emergencies. Motivation collapses when life becomes overwhelming. But a system doesn't care about any of that. A system continues. A system protects your habits. A system compounds your discipline. Here's the key truth. Your system is more important than your goals, because goals rely on willpower. Systems rely on automation. And once your system is running, something powerful happens. Your money grows without emotional effort. Your progress becomes predictable. Your future becomes clearer. This is the stage where wealth stops feeling like resistance and starts feeling like inevitability. With the right system in place, the only remaining shift is the philosophy that keeps you moving forward. Reaching your first $100,000 is not the finish line. It's the threshold. It's the moment where the journey changes shape. Before $100,000, you fight for every inch. After $100,000, your money starts fighting with you. But here's the part most people misunderstand. The $100,000 milestone isn't magic. It's proof. Proof that systems beat motivation. Proof that discipline beats talent. Proof that small decisions beat big intentions. When you hit six figures, something clicks. You realize wealth isn't built in dramatic leaps. It's built in quiet routines. It's built in calm repetition. It's built in moments no one sees. The wealthy don't think in days. They don't think in weeks. They think in decades. They understand that money is not just currency. It's a worker. It's a silent employee that never clocks out. It works nights. It works weekends. It works when you're asleep. Every dollar you save today becomes a tiny worker tomorrow. And the more workers you hire, the faster your empire grows. This is the real philosophy behind $100,000. You stop valuing money for what it buys. You start valuing money for what it builds. You stop chasing fast results. You start chasing consistent progress. You stop asking, how can I look wealthy? You start asking, how can I become wealthy? And once this mindset takes root, the rest becomes inevitable. You earn differently. You spend differently. You invest differently. You think differently. The truth is simple. Most people quit before the compounding begins. Most people never reach the point where the math accelerates. Most people never survive the quiet years. But you can. And if you do, everything changes. Your wealth becomes a snowball. Your habits become your structure. Your mindset becomes your engine. And that's when the final question becomes unavoidable. A question only you can answer. Now that you understand the power of the first $100,000, how far will your snowball really go? If this video helped you see your journey differently, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments what part of the $100,000 journey you're working on right now.